They actually did it. I can't believe it, but ABC actually did the right thing and fired Terry Moran. I've got all the details, plus greasy, gruesome, Newsome loses huge today to Trump. I can't wait to share that all with you as well. But first, actually happened. I'm going to read for you exactly the statement that ABC News, this is the same outlet that rigged the debate against Trump in the 2024 election. If you don't remember that, just to be fair, says, quote, Terry Moran, based on his recent post, which was a clear violation of ABC News policies, we have now made the decision not to renew his contract. They said, quote, at ABC News, we hold all of our reporters to the highest standards of objectivity, fairness, and professionalism. I don't think so. And we remain committed to delivering straightforward, trusted journalism. Bomba baby. Terry, where are you going to go now, pal? You actually might have to get a real job, Terry. And for those of you who may be out of the loop, I did an entire video on this, but here's exactly the post that he deleted because he has no balls, no backbone like all of these Hippocrats. Here is the actual post that got him fired. Check this out. So this was in relation to the absolute disaster, dystopian nightmare that is Los Angeles. He went after Stephen Miller and Trump. He said the thing about Stephen Miller, it's not that he's the brains behind Trumpism. Yes, he's one of the people who can, it's such an academic drivel. It's like fake pseudo-intellectual Sam Harris garbage. He's one of the people who conceptualizes the impulses of the Trumpist movement and translates them into policy. Believe me, I know these people. I've seen into their dark, vapid souls. There's nothing there. But that's not what's interesting about Miller. It's not the brains, it's bile. Miller is a man who is richly endowed with the capacity for hatred. He's a world-class hater. I can't stand him. You can see this just by looking at him, because you can see that his hatreds are his spiritual nourishment. He eats his hate. Trump is a world-class hater, but his hatred only is a means to an end, and that end is his own glorification. That's his spiritual nourishment. To which Stephen Miller replied, the most important fact about Terry's full public meltdown is that it shows the corporate press in America. For decades, the privileged anchors and reporters narrating and gatekeeping our society have been radicals adopting a journalist pose. Terry pulled off his mask. And then I love what J.D. Vance says. Terry Moran posted this absolute vile smear. I know Stephen quite well, and he is motivated by love of country. He's motivated by fear that people like Terry Moran make rule that normal Americans have to follow, but well-connected people don't. It is dripping with hatred. That's how he describes Terry Moran. But I got to be honest with you, I didn't think that they would actually do it. I didn't think anything would come of this, but it is official. Terry Moran, goodbye. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Hasta la pasta. It's all over, Terry. Hey, Terry, maybe you could work at Mickey D's. You could hire Jasmine Full of Crockett. You could hire Joyless Reed. She's looking for a job. Maddow, the whole lot of you. This is like such a powerful story because it alludes to the notion that there is such a thing as justice in a world that seems devoid of it day in and day out, and letting these Hippocrats get away with murder every single day. Thank you, God. God bless you. We love you. This is a real big win. Speaking of more big wins, greasy Gavin Newsom. I've got two stories I got to share with you. This is so good. I mean, this guy breathes. His oxygen is lies. Gavin Newsom claimed that Trump did not have a phone call with President Trump. And he says, oh, no, there was no call. I'm going to share this with you really quickly. Watch this. So in a tweet, Newsom says there was no call, not even a voicemail. Americans should be alarmed that a president deploying Marines onto our streets doesn't even know who he's talking to. This was in response to Trump being asked by a reporter yesterday, have you talked? When was the last time you talked to Gavin Newsom? And he says, I tried to call him. He didn't answer. The second time I called him, I told him you need to get your act together. I left him a message. So he's saying that there was none of this. And then Trump contacted John Roberts from Fox News and shared with him, oh, you don't think I called him? Here's a screenshot of the actual call log on his iPhone. Check it out. So you can see right there on he sent a screenshot to John Roberts. You had an outgoing call at 1:23 a.m. June 7th, and then another outgoing call. So 16 minutes, and then 4 seconds ago, another one at 1:22 a.m. to Gavin Newsom. There's a lot of LADs, lion-ass degenerates in politics. I think greasy, gruesome Newsom literally takes the cake. Kamala might be the heavyweight champion, but Newsom is right there as a top contender. I mean, this guy has never had a job in his life. He was the mayor of San Francisco. San Francisco is an absolute dystopian nightmare right now, just like Los Angeles is currently at the moment. He has created the largest deficit the state has ever seen, the largest exodus of businesses, small, medium, large, residents, long-term, really high contributing, high net profile residents who have left and taken their tax money with them, which has caused a major, major issue. We have the highest crime rates in this state of ours we've seen in decades, the highest illegal border crossings. He's made LA a sanctuary city, San Francisco a sanctuary city. Both of those cities are literally vomitoriums right now, complete lawless hellscapes as we speak. And this guy wants to be president of the United States. Can you believe that? Well, guess what? After all the hell, after all the bedlam, everything that happened to LA and Los Angeles, because these guys want to deny the rights of law enforcement officers to actually do their job, guess what? He sues. Instead of saying, thank you, President Trump, for helping. We really appreciate you. A federal judge now has chimed in because Newsom wants to threaten the United States, threaten our executive commander in chief with a lawsuit preventing him from, get this, sending help, sending Marines to help restore order, which they have done an amazing job allowing LAPD to do their job, quelling some of the violence. Last night was the best night. There's still protesting going on. We're on day 5. And what's he doing? He's trying to be a social media influencer, posting every 5 minutes on X, attacking JD Vance, Stephen Miller, President Trump, and the like, instead of actually doing something. Man, if he put as much effort into trying to be a social media influencer, into actually doing his job and helping California, we'd be the greatest state in the union. Well, guess what? This just in, another huge win for Trump. Federal judge denies Gavin Newsom's effort to force President Trump to withdraw the National Guard from LA, sides with President Trump. Quote, here's a quote from CNN. A federal judge has denied the state of California's request to stop Trump from using the California National Guard to keep the peace and keep order during these protests. If you saw my earlier video today, Maxine Klingon Waters pushing up Daisy's Pelosi, all claiming that these were just moments of exuberance. No, there was no violence. Don't believe your eyes. Don't believe your ears. Don't believe your common sense. Believe me. This is the hypocrites. This is the Democratic Party. They don't fight for you. They fight for criminals. They fight for rapists. They fight for illegals. You and me who are law-abiding, they just take us for granted. You and me who actually have a job and work every single day, they just take us for granted. You and me who've never broken a law and just simply want an America where we can take our kids to the park, go on vacation, get a little feeling of mutual value from the money that we're putting in and hopefully getting something out. Sensible things. We're not asking for much. We're not asking for much. We're just asking for just sensible things that the Constitution affords us. These guys want to deny that. These guys, it's just everything is good for me, but not good for thee. That's their mentality. Finally, we got a real leader in charge. These are huge wins. Hopefully, this puts a little thread of a little dagger of trepidation at the very least in all of these fake propagandists, hack reporters like Fake Tapper and Stephanie Rule, and these ridiculous pundits that we see all over the corporate press, David Muir and Scott Pelley, who went nuts at a commencement address attacking Trump. I hope to God, seeing what happens to Terry Moran puts a little dagger Just a little dagger of hesitation into you clowns, because the American people are sick and tired of it. We voted for all of this. By you denying the truth, you and the so-called elected officials like greasy Gavin Newsom and DEI hire Karen Bass, who's destroying Los Angeles as we speak, what you're doing, you're not fighting Trump. Your consumption of hatred for one man has completely absorbed you and swallowed you whole. You're not fighting Trump. You're not fighting Tom Homan. You're not fighting Pete Hegseth. You're not fighting Marco Rubio. What you're doing is you're defying the will of the people. You're denying a democratic process that took place, was sealed, signed, and delivered on November 5th in the mandate in 2024. You're denying that. So essentially, you're election deniers. That's exactly what you do. And we won, and we're sick and tired of it. By the way, if you want to know where to get one of these 100% made in the USA original designs, the link to our shop is in the pinned comment, show notes, and description down below. I can't wait to get your thoughts on this. Wasn't this good? Didn't this feel good? Finally, a little victory. We've had such an abysmal, dark last 5 days, 6 days with these hypocrites getting away with murder, This feels so good. The American people are winning. It's not just you and me. America is winning. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Tap that thumbs up. If you love America, tap that thumbs up. It doesn't cost you a thing. You can even do it on your remote. If you're watching this on TV, it helps us out tremendously. We need to get this message out there. The battle is won, but the war wages on. There's still a lot of unbelievably deceptive lion-ass D's everywhere. These Democrats, we need to stop them and make sure they never get power again. By you tapping the thumbs up, sharing, and commenting, you're helping us make common sense go viral. That's the mission of our channel. Sign up for our free newsletter too. It's in the pinned comment. Check out these videos coming up on the screen right here, just in case you missed them. Tap my face right there to subscribe and follow. It's free. And as always, may God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America and all who defend her. I'll see you soon.